This is so weird because I haven't filmed in so long. I also haven't filmed in here since summer 2016. Just got me in the feels. Hey everybody, it's Jordan. Happy 2018 and I am back with the filming. And I am super excited. So excited that I don't even know what I'm doing with my hands. Okay. The reason why I'm excited is because it's a brand new year and it's been great so far. I'm also excited to make more videos. I'm becoming more strict with myself on that. If I look down, I'm looking at my notebook with my video plan. If you hear what sounds like a baby crying, it's probably my cat meowing, so sorry. So today's video is going to be a senior year first semester reflection video, plus a life update because I've been gone for a pretty long time now. And also I'd like to mention that usually I do a New Year's resolution video. I've been doing it for 2 years. Before I get into the video, I decided not to do a resolutions video is because I noticed in the past and with my past videos that I don't really go through with and stick with those resolutions that I made throughout the year when I tell people what they are. So this year I decided not to tell people my plans, my goals, nothing, because it's secret. I will tell you about like one project that I have to do this upcoming semester. But other than that, I just find that I'm more motivated and will definitely stick with these goals of mine and projects. I saw this quote on Pinterest. It said, "Don't tell people your plans, go smash the hell out of them, show them results, and clap for your damn self." I really like that quote. So I'm just going to show you the results of everything that I do in 2018 and probably throughout the years. So let's get on to the video. Long story short, when I got home from abroad last May, I was going through reverse culture shock and I was going through depression and like super anxiety, just kind of coming home and back into my country. And it was just not a fun time. I'm still going through the reverse culture shock with certain things. With filming YouTube videos, I was not motivated and I just did not want to film. I had such a huge creative block that I couldn't create art during my entire summer, like during the 3 months or 4 months that I was home. That was definitely a struggle that I was going through and I really wanted to create something and I tried a couple times, but nothing was just coming to mind or coming out and I was getting so frustrated. Because I wasn't filming or was into the habit of filming during the summer, the times that I did film, I had to force myself because in my mind I was thinking I really want to film videos, but I just can't get myself to. I'd think about, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go film this video. Didn't do it. I just had to completely force myself sometimes. So because most of the time I was in the habit of not filming, that continued into my semester. Senior first semester, definitely a fun semester. I had a lot of laughs and, you know, made new friends and stuff like that. The first night going out into Boston, we went to the Wild Rover bar and pretty much my entire senior class went out to that bar that night, and I don't really hang out with a lot of those people, but I did come with a lot of friends. Even just being around the people that I don't usually talk to in my class, it was just so nice to see everyone and be all in the same room, and honestly, that was probably one of my favorite nights of going out in general and the semester, just because, I mean, I was abroad, so I hadn't seen a lot of these people in forever, or what seemed like forever. So that was like, honestly, just a great night. I had such a great time and I kind of wish I could just relive that night all over again. So going into my semester, I took 4 art classes and 1 non-art class. And as an art major, that's kind of like a dream minus the non-art class. I took Fine and Applied Arts seminar for seniors for my major. I also took Design Concepts, which was also for my major as a senior. I took printmaking 1, and then I took figure drawing 1. Well, I don't think there's a 2, but I just, yeah. Let's see, my 2 senior major classes, they actually helped me so much because I was stuck in that creative block. and I have always found it really difficult for me to find or like create my own images, just original ideas in general. When it comes to art and photography, usually if I want to paint something in my free time, I'll go on Pinterest. I'll like find inspiration, but I'll always put my own twist on it. Printmaking one, I tried printmaking in high school during my senior year, and it was a completely different type of printmaking. We tried a few different printmaking processes. If you know about printmaking, my favorite type of printmaking is monotypes or monoprints. They're easier than other processes, but I find that my work came out so strong when I did monoprints. And in black and white too, not so much color. Figure drawing I definitely struggled with because drawing really isn't my thing. It's more photography and painting. So I definitely struggled with that more in the beginning, and then I kind of got the hang of it at the end, but I think I still need to improve on drawing the figure. And then my non-art class was called The Culture of Spain. Actually, I didn't mind it because I studied abroad. I actually didn't go to Spain, which I wish I did. Because I went abroad, I was more interested in learning about Spain. Even if I had went there, like I still probably would have taken the class. Found out that I actually didn't need the class because I already knew that studying abroad took up all my multicultural credits. But for some reason, there was confusion where I needed to take the class. But I just decided to stick with it. I didn't want to go down 3 credits and then have to take an extra class this upcoming semester. So I kind of just stuck with it. Because I'm an art major, I'm just not used to really studying and just reading like history books, I guess. I don't know, I'm just not used to it. So that definitely took a lot of time out of my schedule. With my 4 art classes and the Culture of Spain class, I was so stressed and exhausted this semester. I tried putting my all into my art projects, and there would be times where I'm like, phew, I'm done with like all these assignments. Oh, wait, I actually have a reading assignment to do. So that kind of dampened my mood a bit. I got through the class, so whatever. I've been so exhausted during that semester, and I mean, now I'm fine, but the exhaustion was real. I was taking naps every single day. If I didn't have a nap during that day, I was super cranky. With my 2 senior art classes, Fine Applied Art Seminar and Design Concepts, I started figuring out more my style. It helped me create my own ideas with my artwork. So filming YouTube videos during the semester, challenging. It was on my to-do list for a number of weeks, and I just couldn't do it because I had no time with all those projects and assignments. The only time that I had free time was during the night, like on weekends or during the day, but those were times I had to like kind of detox and relax and hang out with my friends, and I barely got to watch YouTube videos this past semester, which is like a huge stress reliever for me. So the times that I had that, I took it just to watch videos and not film because, I don't know, YouTube videos are just like super, super stress relieving to me. Then on Friday, October 13th, people think of that as like a bad day, but all my 13th days of the month are super good, and I keep getting better, so happy about that. 13 is actually a good luck number for me. That day was the first day that I have felt motivated to film a video since last January. Because like I said, I wasn't motivated or didn't even want to film at sometimes during the summer. So that was a big thing. I didn't end up filming until like kind of that night because my camera wasn't charged. I had to get everything ready. I was editing the video. It was supposed to be a makeup tutorial, and I actually had trouble blending my eyeshadows, and it just did not turn out the way I wanted to when I was editing the video. I don't know, it just wasn't a good video. I've definitely done better makeup tutorials, and I knew as kind of a first video after not uploading for 3 or 4 months, I just could not put that on my channel. Like the lighting was awful because it's college lighting in your dorm or your suite. My eyeshadows sucked. I had so much trouble blending on like one eye, and the eyeshadows I was using just randomly started to get kind of like patchy. It took me so long to find background music, and once I did, it was the best background music that I could find at the time, but it definitely wasn't the best song, I guess. I don't know. The whole video, like, I just ended up deleting it. I was like, I feel so upset that this video came out like this, but I just can't put a crappy video on my channel. Nope. So then at the end of October, to my final exams, my workload just started escalating like so much. And that's when I was like getting so stressed out. Over Thanksgiving, a few days before I left for Thanksgiving break, I was assigned projects. Like, this isn't high school. You get assigned projects over breaks in college, which sucks. Somehow, I pulled off completing 13 or a little bit more than 13 projects and assignments over Thanksgiving break. I don't know how I did that, but let me tell you, I was stressed. I was exhausted. Thanksgiving, I was so stressed out that I was so quiet around my family, and I noticed I was more quiet than I usually am around, like, in certain situations. I was just like, I couldn't talk. Like, I was so stressed out. This whole break, I'm so much better because I don't really have to do many things. During that time of stressfulness, I had to do a project for design concepts. There were like 4 parts to it. The first part was to create something that you think would look good in your portfolio. I decided to do portrait photography. I don't find myself the best at portrait photography, and that's why I wanted to do it, to improve my skills on it. I personally like black and white portraits better more than color. I think it just brings so much emotion to the photograph and it looks timeless. I just find that my best work for portraits is in black and white. So the first part I called the serious series, and that was all like serious facial expressions from my friends. The second part was called Happy as Can Be, included all like happy and silly ones, but in order for me to emphasize the happiness and the silliness and the energy that they had, I actually took this stylus. I got it from Walgreens. It was like $7. I had the app Doodle. It's free. And I just doodled in white like all over their photos and like around their faces. And it made the photos look so beautiful. I love them. And so did my professor. The third part was a previous body of work, and there were plants and flowers, and I doodled on them as well. But I also changed the temperatures on them to cooler tones because the typical nature flower photo are like super bright and colorful, so I wanted to change the temperature of them. And then the fourth part, I'll insert a picture somewhere on the screen of my final exam, and I collaged 2 photos from Italy, and then I doodled like all over it. And it took a long time, but to me it came out so good, and I just really like it. So that's like one of the styles that I've figured out for myself. Black and white portraits, collaging photos, and doodling on top of them like really work well for me. So senior year first semester was fun. It was the most difficult, stressful, time-consuming semesters I've ever experienced through college. And it's just because I had so much to do in little time. Another reason why I kind of almost refused to film videos is because I taught myself how to use iMovie during my sophomore year of high school, and I've been using that ever since then. Anyone who has used iMovie and then moved up to Final Cut Pro, you know that you can only do so much on iMovie, and you can't really improve your editing skills or just like your videos in general with iMovie because you can't get plugins for iMovie. It's just whatever comes with the app is just there. So I ended up asking for Final Cut Pro for Christmas, and I've actually wanted Final Cut Pro for years, but because it's $299, I can't just randomly go buy it on iTunes because like no one ever has like $299 lying around. So I asked for that for Christmas, and it was probably one of the best decisions. I'm currently editing a video right now, but I actually was having hardware issues with my laptop, so it's been taking me a little bit to edit this one video that really needs to go up. Now I'm a lot happier, more motivated to film the videos because I have Final Cut Pros, because I know that the possibilities are endless. It may take a while for me to kind of figure out my intro with my newer videos like this one and future ones with Final Cut Pro because I'm still getting used to it and learning everything. I don't know if my intros will be kind of the same or a little bit different each time. It's just me trying to figure out what I want in my intros and certain editing techniques throughout my videos as well. Right now, how I feel, I'm like so relaxed, not really stressing out because I have a day off. Go back to school soon, and although I love all my friends to death and I can't wait to see them, I miss you guys so much if you are watching this, and I'm ready to, you know, do certain things during my semester that are coming up and I'm excited for, but like I am just not ready to go back to school just because it's my last semester and I kind of want to graduate. Kind of don't. I'm gonna miss college so much, so I'm like kind of in between. Other than that, 2018 has been a great year so far. It's had like a couple of downs, but like mostly ups, which is awesome. You just have to be motivated every single day and have faith that your days are gonna be so awesome. And once you tell yourself like, oh, I'm motivated, I'm happy, like this is the best day of my life type of thing, you will see a difference in your days and like what comes in your path. And also if you have faith in God, that's also a great thing to have. I'm kind of trying to wrap up this video because I know it's gonna be super long. So I'm taking 3 classes next semester, or like this upcoming semester. One is independent studio. That's also for when you're a senior in my major. And then I have portfolio and presentation. That's the last class you need as a senior in my major, and then I'm taking music theory songwriting. So my independent studio, I made 6 credits. If you're an art major, you can make it between like 1 to 9 credits. Technically it starts at 3, so it's like basically 3 to 9 credits. 3 credits is like taking a regular course, like not as much work. 6 credits is like taking 2 classes, which is what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have a little bit more work. 9 credits is like out of the park. You're gonna have so much work. Kind of depends what project you decide to do. Portfolio and presentation is 3 credits. I just need 1 more 3-credit course because I need 12 credits to live on campus. So I have music theory songwriting, which I'm actually kind of excited to do that because I have a music background. So I don't really think I'll have a problem with that class. I also already talked to the professor about it. I'm excited for this semester, but with the independent studio, I'm exploring portrait and nature photography, and I'm also taking inspiration from my favorite photographer, Brandon Wolfel's photographs. So I'm using the props that he uses, like anything that produces light and reflection, I'm going to be incorporating into my photos, and it's going to be outside, mostly when there's snow on the ground, but if there's not, like I can still do it without it. And they're all going to be in color, like nothing's going to be in black and white, and I've been loving working in black and white lately with portraits, so that's going to be a struggle. I mean, you gotta try something new sometimes. I have to fill out a contract, and I'm basically creating my own syllabus, which is difficult. So I'm working on that. To wrap this video up, stay tuned for more videos coming up because I'm excited. My camera had to cool down because it was just getting really hot. I don't know. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!